Thank you for your interest in the Cloud Migration Assessment app for Splunk. The purpose of this app is to collect data from your on-premises Splunk installation to make your transition to Splunk Cloud more seamless. The data that is captured will provide automated guidance for our standard Splunk customers and will be analyzed at Splunk for more complex environments. To use this application, simply download it and install it on your monitoring console. If you do not have access to your monitoring console, any search head should do. Now let's have a closer look at the Splunk Cloud Migration Assessment app. You notice that after you download it and install it, that when you launch it, you land on the Directions tab. The directions tell you exactly what we're going to do to move forward using the application. You'll also notice at the bottom that you've been assigned a host name, or a customer name rather, that you can override by putting anything you'd like in the box. At the end, just click enter and you can verify directly above that you see what you'd like. After you've set your customer name, go ahead and click on each one of these tabs one at a time. You'll notice that searches do not load until after you click on the tab. This is by design to make sure that we're not trying to execute too many searches all at once. You'll notice along the way that occasionally you'll see that a dashboard does not draw or does not have results. No results is okay. It just means that you don't have the component that we're looking for inside of your Splunk environment. As we're loading each one of these dashboard panels, on the back end, the searches are writing to an output lookup or to a lookup table. This lookup table is going to contain the information that we send to Splunk for analysis. So simply continue on, clicking on each of these and letting them load. And then as you get to the end, where you see the KPI overview page, you'll see the automated recommendations that we're giving you. Now you're going to want to work with your sales team to make sure that you understand the recommendations as they're presented. And then finally, before handing the data over to Splunk, you need to download it. You can also inspect all the contents of this package before handing it off to make sure that you're comfortable with what you're sending. So you simply click on download the assessment package. We're going to keep the data. And then next, we're going to look at what that data looks like. Now let's have a quick look at exactly what's been collected. You'll see that I'm in the lookups directory of the app that was downloaded. Now I've downloaded that application. I removed the old application that I used to collect the data with, and I've restarted Splunk after installing the application that we downloaded. I'm in the lookups directory, and you'll see that we have all the information that we've collected. Feel free to look at each one of these lookup files independently to make sure that the data that you're seeing meets your expectations. Now let's go back to the app after it's been reloaded and have a look at the results. You'll see that we're on the internal assessment dashboard, and the directions are a little bit different, but ultimately the same. The KPI overview page is now in the front, and I mentioned earlier that this is meant to give automated guidance, and that's for the majority of our customers. You'll often see things that are yellow or even red in here that we will make exceptions for in larger customers. We just need to have a conversation about them first. So be sure to engage your sales team if you want to move forward into Splunk Cloud. But again, we're looking at all these dashboards. They're going to be exactly what you saw earlier. As we're collecting the data, they'll just load a lot faster because we're looking at lookup tables instead of executing searches. So that's it for this app. Again, it's used to help make your migration from on-premises Splunk to Splunk Cloud more seamless and easy to do. It's also, this information is going to be used by professional services to help build a statement of work without even having to have a meeting with you. So there's a lot of advantages to this application. I thank you for looking at it. Talk to you soon.